You guys might think I'm a little late to covering this story, but I'm actually not. Motherfuckers is still talking about this shit, right? So, I guess a week or two ago, Samuel Jackson had said some shit about British actors always playing American actors, and he wasn't really, he kind of had like a gripe about it, you know what I mean? And I'm kind of surprised by the reaction. My initial reaction to it was I was kind of feeling some type of way, in the sense that it was in reference to the movie Get Out, which I really enjoy. And I'm like, damn, Samuel, don't say nothing right now. Like, let the movie be successful, blah, blah, blah. Then you can talk about that later. Like, I think it's a valid thing you can talk about, but you don't have to talk about it at this moment while something black and successful is going on. Because let me tell you, people are just waiting for any little controversy. Whenever there's some good black thing going on, people wait for a little controversy and they make it all about that. Now I'm seeing every chance people get, instead of talking about how fucking good the Get Out movie is, they try to jump up and try to talk about this because it's controversial. They have to throw some controversial into something that has to do with black people all the time. So that's why I kind of wish that Samuel Jackson ain't said nothing or said something later. But the way that British people have reacted to this, or British black people, I feel this is very ridiculous. Now, I understand being initially offended because now that I've really seen Samuel's comments, because I didn't really watch the full video, I just kind of seen snippets. Now that I've seen his full comments, I could see how he was being a little rude, and maybe you'd want to be upset about it. But British people, these British black people, seem like they're trying to start like another civil rights movement or some shit. Like the way that they're about to be marching in the damn streets, and I don't mean to imply this, but that's what makes it. It just makes it kind of seem like British black people don't really have nothing to do. Like, there's no serious situation that you guys have that's going on over there, because British black people would have you believe that they face a lot of racism, and I'm sure that they do. I don't live over there. They probably do. I feel like black people face racism all over this globe. It does not matter where you are. If you're black, your chances are some people are trying to subjugate you somewhere. But the British people aren't really. I don't feel like British black people are really helping their case here when they're trying to turn up about this situation with Samuel L. Jackson. Like, this is the most this is the most worst thing that's happened to them in months or something. Because the way that they're all up on Twitter and all over doing all these interviews, all these British black actors are coming out left and right, like, I stand against Samuel Jackson, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like they're being oppressed in some way by his comments. I'm like, come on, do you guys not have a serious situation going on over there that you guys should be more concerned with? The fact that so many of you are finding the time to unite against Samuel Jackson, as if he said something so derogatory. Like, is that the most derogatory thing that have ever been aimed at British black people or something? You know what I'm saying? And not to diminish how you guys may feel about it, because I fuck with British black people. I think that they are the number one allies to American black people. I don't know why. I personally feel like that, because there's all different types of black people, and I see them all as black. And I think I don't care where you're from. I don't care about no accent. What you like, none of that shit. You're black to me. You're black, and you're a part of the black community, and we all got to fight together, because they want all of our heads. Okay, they want all of us. I don't care if you're black and where you are. If you're down, even if you're not black. I know this is a Black First channel, but even if you're not black and you're down for black people, that's all I care about. You know what I mean? All I care about is that you're down for black people, and you want to see black people thrive, and you want to see black people achieve true freedom. Then I'm down with you. I fuck with you, especially if you're black. So I don't care about no foreign black. I know there's some black people who are trying to be on that, oh, foreign born blacks, and they're this. I know that, I get that, but I don't care about that type of stuff. But here's the thing. What I see that these British black people are doing is the same shit that biracial people in America do, or mixed people, or whatever the fuck. These other groups of black people that white people seem to not view as the same light as regular American black people. It's just a fact that white people do not, or I mean, they may dislike biracial people too. They may dislike mixed black people too. They may dislike black people all over the world. But there is a slight degree that they don't mind these groups so much as the regular average American black person. And that is true. And whenever American black people try to talk about this, it just seems like British people and our non-black people from other countries, African people, they do the same shit too. And biracial black people, they all do the same shit with the, oh, so I'm not black enough. Who said that? Nobody, never once did Samuel Jackson say this was about a black enough type thing. He was just saying that American black people's experience is very unique. It's not like any other group's experience. So it would be interesting to see how American black person would do in roles that are talking about historical things that affect us. You know what I'm saying? As an American black person, or well, I guess I'm a first generation American black person. My parents are immigrants, but the thing is, as basically an American black person, um, I may not understand how to play a UK black person. Like I could do the accent and stuff like that, but there's certain things I may not understand about UK society that might you might see it in my performance. Now Daniel Kaluuya, he had a fantastic performance in Get Out. I didn't even know he wasn't American, so I don't see the issue. Like I don't really think it matters. These whoever playing black, as long as you're black, you know what I'm saying. I don't really think it matters what country you're from, but I have been thinking it is a little suspicious that these that American black people who barely have any fucking opportunities are over here. It's like these not black people from all over the world is getting to play us like over us. It's like it almost seems like they're going out of their way to get non American black people to play American black people. Like not that I have a problem with it, but if you think about it, it's like it's not happening in the reverse. You know what I'm saying? They're not going. Nobody's getting American black people to play anything besides American black people, and it's not. We're not even the first choice to play ourselves, and then they're not choosing us to play anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I can see why some American black people might be a little feel some type of way about that. But it's just British people. These British black people are doing the same shit that a lot of these biracial black people do. Whenever we say that, hey, we feel like we not getting like we're losing out on opportunities because how white folks see you guys a little bit in a better light than they see us, and then the biracial people and these non-American black people will always do the same. Oh, so I'm not black enough. Oh, 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 this is unfair. American blacks think they're the only ones who go through this. American blacks, and then they'll talk shit about us and go in on us, and we're just saying that there's a slight that white folks view them slightly different, and it's unfair for us because we're missing out on opportunities, we're missing out things. And why can't they, as fellow black people, just see that and be like, that isn't fair. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean it's not divisive to acknowledge that something is unfair. Y'all act like white folks when y'all do shit like that, because whenever black people try to talk about racism or some shit or anti-blackness, white people jump up and say divisive, divisive. Oh, I didn't have nothing to do with slavery. It's the same thing. The minute you bring up race, oh, my family wasn't here, I don't have nothing to do with slavery. The minute you bring up colorism, or you bring up how American blacks are viewed versus non-American blacks, oh, I'm not black enough. Like, you're conflating the issue. That's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. It's conflation. You're conflating the issue and you're making it seem like you have a guilty conscience or something. That's what I feel like when white folks jump up and talk about slavery when no one was talking about it. They have a guilty conscience. That's why they always bring it up. Like, oh, my parents. You'll say, oh, I think this situation was racist. I think this black person was being done wrong. Okay, but I didn't have slaves. Who was talking about slaves? It's because they feel guilty about it. And I think low key, maybe these mixed people and these foreign black people feel a little guilty about their history, or feel guilty about how they're treated. So they try to conflate the issue and throw us American black people under the bus and start saying, you know what I mean, how we're treating them like they're not really black and stuff like that. And it's just like that's not what we're saying. But anyway, I kind of want to see the response to this. Once again, Daniel Kaluuya was really good in the movie, and I get where Samuel Jackson is coming from, and I get where he's coming from too. Daniel Kaluuya, he just seems like he seems kind of like maybe he's hurt a little bit by the comments, because he's just saying that it seems it's hard for him because he's a dark skinned black person, and you know how people they can be really like dark skinned black people, they have their own thing that's going on with them where they're treated negatively even in the black community somewhat. But that's not what Samuel Jackson was talking about. You kind of just jumped all over the place saying, "Oh, I don't fit in." That's what everybody, all these black people, whenever we're talking about how they're treated, they do it. "Oh, I don't fit in. I'm not too white for the white kids, too black for the." I hate that expression. Too black for the white kids, too white for the black. Stop it, because black people will accept any and everybody quicker than any group will. Okay, all you will have to have is you'll have like fucking 2% of black in you, and black people will accept you quicker than any other group will. So let's not do this thing where we pretend that black people are so exclusive, because we're super inclusive. And whenever we try to talk about an issue, people make it this big ass deal and try to act like black people trying to toss them out of the whole community or something. Anyway, and look at all these damn comments. Ugh. Why is this such a damn big deal? Samuel Jackson should put his money where his mouth is by funding young black American kids to be classically trained. We are now in a global economy where we compete with foreigners even for being black. Let's step up our game. Okay, that's a real ass comment. Or let me see what are people saying. It would be different if black Americans went to UK and play black Brits, but we don't. That's, you see what I'm saying? That's true. They're not letting us, they are not letting us play them. We can't just do this thing all the time that, oh, they're better actors than us, so that's why we don't get to play them and they'll always get to play us. Obviously, this young man was the better actor. He's a good actor. He is. I don't believe it has anything to do with where he's from. It obviously does, because it's too convenient that these non-American black people. It seems like these white directors are going out and looking for them versus us. Because it doesn't make any sense. Are you telling me that outside of American country, there's nobody in America that's good enough to play these specific black roles versus these black people that are out of the country? Are you kidding me? There's no black person in the whole country that's good enough to play these roles of a black person in this same country? I don't believe that. I don't even want to read the rest of these comments. I done talked already too much, okay? And it's crazy because we're all arguing. The black people are just arguing and going back and forth. It's a very divisive issue. I can't go in no comment section about it without seeing British people turning up and going crazy. They're not even listening. They're just like trying to curse out American blacks and curse out Samuel L. Jackson, saying how unfair it is that they're being subjugated from some comments. You know what I mean? And that's how you know when people aren't being really subjugated, when they feel some type of way about comments so much, because it's more like actions that are going on over here to us. Besides stuff about what people are saying. That's what you guys seem to be upset with, what people are saying and taking that like it's oppression or something. But I still have love for black British people. Black British people will fight for American black people quicker than any other group, is how I feel. So this issue is very annoying to me, that all these black British people are turning up on American blacks over what I feel is a misunderstanding of what Samuel L. Jackson is saying. And I also don't think, when I really think about it, I wish Samuel Jackson didn't even say it, because I feel like that what he was saying is more something you should talk about at like a dinner table or something. I don't think that's something you should do on an interview, because a lot of people like to pretend they don't understand stuff and get all upset. You know what I mean? But like, listen, black British people, I need y'all to stop. Every day I turn my head, or I refresh the page, and there's this new black British actor coming out with this "all my life I had to fight" story, and acting like they're being subjugated or oppressed by Samuel Jackson's comments. He didn't say nothing that bad. All he was saying was that it's just the American experience should be factored in with playing a black American, and black American people barely have any opportunities as it is. And I understand British black people don't have that many opportunities either, but they can at least think about the fact that they're taking ours, or at least care that they're taking ours. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Either way, either way, I'm all for black people. I don't think we need to be fighting over this shit. But can we try to listen to each other? Can when American black people talk about something, can we not have people jump up and do the same "I'm not black enough" thing for literally everything that we're talking about? Yeah, whatever. Either way, I got love for black people, and like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.